So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Previous period, I gave one question. Okay, finding a value of k if it is continuous. Okay, how many of you tried that one? How many of you are ready with the answer? Is it ready? Naureen, answer, is it ready?
No, ma'am.
No. What about the others? Gayatri, did you try that one? No. Okay, we can discuss that one now. Okay, mark it as an important question. Write the question. What is the question? Can you read it, Nandana? F of x is equal to?
K cos x by
Hmm.
pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2 and 3 if x is equal to pi by 2.
Pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2 and it is 3 if x is it 3? No.
Yes, ma'am.
If x is equal to pi by 2. So this is what given, isn't it? F of x is k cos x by pi minus 2x with x is not equal to pi by 2 and 3 when x is pi by 2. It is given this is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. So as it is continuous, therefore what we can say here, limit extending to pi by 2 of f of x is equal to f of pi by 2. Limit extending to pi by 2 of f of x is equal to f of pi by 2. So when we put the function f of x here, fx is equal to pi by 2, k cos x by pi minus 2x is equal to f of pi by 2, it is 3. Now, when we put the value of x as pi by 2, when we put x as pi by 2, it will become pi minus 2 into pi by 2. 2 will get cancelled. Look at here, denominator will become 0. So when the denominator becomes 0, the value of the function is not defined. So here, we are going to find the limit using the property limit theta tending to 0 sine theta by theta is equal to 1. We are going to use this property. So for using this property, look at here, the denominator is becoming a 0. So we can substitute this. I'm going to put pi minus 2x is equal to y. Change, okay, in the place of pi minus 2x, you make it as y. So pi minus 2x is equal to y. So we will get pi minus y is equal to 2x. Therefore, what is x? Pi minus y by 2. That is pi by 2 minus y by 2. So in the place of x, we can put pi by 2 minus y by 2. So we put pi minus 2x as y. Pi minus 2x is y. So from here, we are finding what is the value of x. So we get pi minus y is 2x. Therefore, what is x? Pi minus y by 2, which is equal to pi by 2 minus y by 2, which is equal to pi by 2 minus y by 2. So now find the limit. Try to find the limit. As x tends to pi by 2, what happens? As x tends to pi by 2, what will be the value of y? Y is equal to pi minus 2x, isn't it? In the place of x, we can put pi by 2. So 2 into pi by 2. 2 will get cancelled. We will get, it is y is equal to pi minus pi, which is 0. So as x tends to pi by 2, we can write this as y tends to 0. So instead of writing the limit in terms of x, when we convert everything to y, limit also we should convert it to y. We should convert the limit also in terms of y. So here, so the problem will become, so equation 1 will become, okay. So equation 1 will become, look at here. So from 1, instead of writing limit extending to pi by 2, we can write this as y tends to 0. Again, k into cos, instead of x, write in terms of y. What is y there? Pi minus y, pi by 2 minus y by 2 by y equal to 3. Is it okay? In the place of x, what is x? pi minus y by 2. That is pi by 2 minus y by 2. And the denominator pi minus 2x, we are taking as y. So we get y k cos pi by 2 minus y by 2 by y is equal to 3. Now listen, 1 second, listen children. So it is same as limit y tending to 0, k into, what is cos of 90 minus theta? What is cos of 90 minus theta?
Sine theta.
Yes, it is sine theta. So we can write this as sine y by 2 by y is 3. Sine y by 2 by y is equal to 3. But here, look at here. In order to use the limit sine theta tending to 0, sine theta by theta, this angle and the denominator should be same. The angle and denominator should be same. Here it is y by 2. Here it is y only. So what we are doing? We multiply and divide by 1, 2 in the denominator. We multiply and divide by 1, 2 in the denominator. Okay, so we can write this as limit y tending to 0. 1 by 2 being, k by 2 is being constant, we keep it as such, k by 2 into, now we can write this as sine y by 2 by y by 2 is 3. Sine y by 2 by y by 2 is equal to 3. Now use the identity. Limit y tending to 0, sine theta by theta is 1. As theta tending to 0, sine theta by theta is 1. Therefore, we will get k by 2 is equal to 3. Therefore, k is equal to 6. Therefore, the value of k is 6. Okay, go through it, children. It's an important question, at the same time a different question. Okay, I'll repeat it. I'll explain it once again. Listen. Listen, the question is, okay, the question is given like this. If f of x is equal to k cos x by pi minus 2x, when x is not equal to pi by 2, 3 if x is equal to pi by 2 is continuous, we were asked to find the value of k. Now the function is given as continuous. If the function is continuous, limit will be same as value of the function. So limit extending to pi by 2 of f of x is equal to f of pi by 2. Limit extending to pi by 2 of f of x is equal to f of pi by 2. So that is limit extending to pi by 2 of, what is f of x? K cos x by pi minus 2x is equal to 3. So now we substitute for pi minus 2x. Pi minus 2x is substitute as y. Therefore, pi minus y is 2x. Therefore, what is x? Pi minus y by 2. So that we can write this as pi by 2 minus y by 2. We are converting everything to x. X, okay, everything, sorry, into y. We are converting everything in terms of y. Actually, the given problem is in terms of x. As we are not able to find the limit in terms of x, we are converting it into y. Okay, so we are taking the denominator pi minus 2x as y, and we are finding x as pi by 2 minus y by 2. So accordingly, the limit also will change. We can write this as x tends to pi by 2, y is equal to pi minus 2x. That is same as pi minus 2 into pi by 2. 2 will get cancelled. So we get pi minus pi, which is 0. So as x tends to pi by 2, y tends to 0. As x tends to pi by 2, y tends to 0. Therefore, what about the given next step? So from 1, instead of x, everything we are converting in terms of y. So we write limit y tending to 0, k into cos pi by 2 minus y by 2 by y is equal to 3. Pi by 2 minus y by 2 by y is equal to 3. That is limit y tending to 0, k into sine theta by theta is 1. So here we have only y, 2 is not there. So what we did here, we multiply and divide by 1, 2. And we are grouping the terms. K by 2 into sine y by 2 by y by 2 is 3. So sine theta by theta is 1. So we get k by 2 is equal to 3. Therefore, k is equal to 6. We are finding the value of k as 6. Is it okay? Check it. Okay. Is it okay, children? Huh? Is it okay? Is it okay, Sania? Any doubt? Dia, is it okay? This one, okay, do it 2 or 3 times. This is a different question, not as a usual question. Okay, it's not like a regular question. Just simply if we are finding limit here, we are converting everything. We convert x in terms of y. We are converting everything to y and we are finding the limits. Okay. Now write the next one. Write the next question. Find the value of a and b. Find the value of a and b. Find the value of a and b if find the value of a and b if f of x is equal to x square plus ax plus b, x square plus ax plus b, where 0 less than or equal to x less than 2. X square plus ax plus b, where 0 less than or equal to x less than 2. The next one is 3x plus 2 if 2 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. 2 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Then the next one is 2ax plus 5b, where 4 less than or equal to x, 4 less than x less than or equal to 8 is continuous. If this function is continuous, find a and b. If this is continuous, find a and b. How will you do this one? Given the function is continuous, isn't it? Our aim is to find A and B. How to do this? How we'll be doing this one? How to find A and B? Yes. How to do this? F of x is given like this, x square plus ax plus b, where 0 less than or equal to x less than 2. 3x plus 2, where 2 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. 2ax plus 5b, where 4 is less than x less than or equal to 8. So now look at the point 2. At the point 2, the function is splitted. Yes or no? It is changing there. Less than 2, one function is there. Greater than 2, another function is there. Similarly, if you take 4, at 4, again the function is changing. So we are going to take only at those points. If discontinuity occurs means, okay, only at the point where the function is changing, at that point only discontinuity may occur. So here the discontinuity may occur at 2 or 4. Yes or no? Like the previous questions and all. So here it is given, it is continuous. Therefore, we at the splitted points also, at this point where the function is changing, at this point also, f will be continuous. Therefore, I'm taking only those points where the function is changing. Therefore, f is continuous at x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. It will be continuous at x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. It will be continuous at x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. Now you take the point at x is equal to 2. At x is equal to 2, f is continuous. Therefore, what we can say here, at 2, look at here, less than 2, greater than 2, the function is splitted. So I'm going to take left limit and right limit. So left hand limit at x tending to 2 minus will be same as right hand limit at x tending to 2 plus is equal to f of 2. Left limit is equal to right limit is equal to f of 2. For left limit, what is the value given here? For the left limit, that is limit extending to 2 less than 2. What is the function defined here? Michael, for less than 2, what is the function?
X square plus ax plus b.
Yes, it is x squared plus ax plus b equal to right hand limit. Right hand limit means greater than 2. For greater than 2, what is the function? Okay, we have to take the close value. Okay, in a neighborhood of 2. So we will get, it is 3x plus 2 equal to f of 2. When x is 2, equal to 2 means this is the function, isn't it? Equal to 2. So it will be 3 into 2 plus 2. Left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to value of the function. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Atul, Punya,
Yes, ma'am.
Achyut, Srihari?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now take the limit. Now you take the limit. When you put x is 2. So 2 square plus 2 into a plus b is equal to 3 into 2 plus 4. So we will get 4 plus 2a plus b is equal to 6 plus 4. So now both the sides we can cancel 4. So we get a relation in terms of a and b. 2a plus b is equal to 6. We get 2a plus b is equal to 6. 2a plus b is equal to 6. Name this as equation 1. So this is where we took the point. We took the limit at x as 2. By taking x is equal to 2, we are doing. Now take the next point, x is 4. Now take the next point, x is 4, and try to find the limit. When x is 4, find the limit.
Ma'am,
Yes,
Ma'am, 3 into 2 plus 2, right?
It is okay. 3 to 2 plus 2. So it will be getting only 2 you can cancel, isn't it? So is it 4? 2a plus b is 4. Look at the equation, children. Is it correct? What is the equation you are getting? Aryan? Is it 2a plus b is 4? Check the equation. Is it like that? Check it. Now, same way, find out the RHL. Okay, you find the LHL and RHL at 4. So, at 2 we did the same way. Take the next case. Okay, take the next case. That is when at x is equal to 4. At x is equal to 4, the function is continuous. The function is continuous at x is equal to 4. Therefore, left hand limit at x is equal to 4 will be same as right hand limit at x is equal to 4 is equal to f of 4. Left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of 4. So left hand limit means less than 4. For less than 4, what is the function? For less than 4, what is the function? For less than 4, the function is 3x plus 2 equal to. For greater than 4, what is the function? It is 2ax plus 5b equal to f of 4. X is 4. When x is 4, we will get 3 into 4 plus 2. So now when you take the limit, here we will get, here also the same thing only will get 3 into 4 plus 2 is equal to 2a into 4 plus 5b. So we get 14 is equal to 8a plus 5b. We get 14 is equal to 8a plus 5b. This is our second equation. Now we have two linear equations. We have two linear equations in terms of a and b. We have two linear equations in terms of a and b. We have to solve these two equations and find what is a and what is b. We have two linear equations in terms of a and b. We have to solve this and we have to find what is a and what is b. Solve this and tell me what is a and what is b. Give the value of a and give the value of b. So when you solve this, what you will get? 2a plus b is 4. 8a plus 5b is 14. So look at the first equation. Okay, we have two equations here. Solve these two equations and find out what is a and b. What is equation 1? Equation 1 is 2a plus b is 4. And what about the second equation? What's the second equation? Aryan, give the second equation, Aryan. Aryan, can you give the second equation? Yes, what is the second equation, Gauri?
8a plus 5b is equal to 14.
8a plus 5b is equal to 14. 1, 4.
Yes.
Now we want to solve these two equations. This is the first equation, second equation. Suppose I want to eliminate a means first equation you will multiply by 4. So I'll get 8a plus 4b is equal to 16. Then we subtract. So when we subtract, 8a will get cancelled. So we get b is equal to minus 2. We are getting b is equal to minus 2. When b is minus 2, substitute this in first equation and find out what is the value of a. B is minus 2. Then what is the value of a? What is the value of a? Solving these two equations, find out what is the value of a and what is the value of b. What is the value of a? And what is the value of b? Finished? Yes. What's the value? Tell me, Achyut. If you have completed, you can give the answer.
B is minus 2. A is
B is minus 2 and a is? A is?
I got 3, ma'am.
Got 3. What about Nowrin? What is the value of b?
3, ma'am.
It is 3. Is it okay? Okay. In this model, you have few questions in your textbook. Okay. This one I did is not from the textbook. That is from outside question. In this model, you have few questions in your textbook. From in your textbook, 26th to 30th, 30. Each and every question is important. 26 to 30. That model is important, not that questions. That model. That model means some extra questions are there available in R.D. Sharma and other reference books and all you have. That model question is important. Finding K, finding A and B. If it is continuous, that model is very important. Okay. Now write the next heading as differentiability. Write the next heading, differentiability. This one also we have learned last year. Differentiability. Differentiability. Okay. So when will you say a function is differentiable? Tell me, last year you have learned all those things. Let's revise it, recall it. When will you say a function is differentiable? Instead of limit, you use some other term. There also we find left hand, right hand. What we call? When will you say function is differentiable? Take the formula booklet. Are you all having the formula booklet? Show your formula booklet. That day I told you, okay, always keep your formula booklet with you. Are you having the formula booklet, Emmanuel?
No, ma'am.
Why?
I have it. No.
No, all the max classes, keep it with you. Okay. What about Sri Hari? Show me the max formula booklet.
I don't have it now.
Why?
I forgot to take it.
Huh?
I forgot to take it today.
The next class and all, keep it with you. Each one of you. Okay. I'll be checking your formula booklet. Keep it ready. Now, tell me, when will you say function is differentiable? When will you say Naureen, Michael, Aryan, Sania, Nia, Alvin, switch on your video. Aryan, Sania, Nia. Okay. So when will you say a function is differentiable? If the left hand derivative at a point is same as right hand derivative. Left hand derivative, LHD is equal to RHD. Left hand derivative is same as right hand derivative, means we say a function is differentiable. We say that a function is differentiable. So listen children. So let f of x be the given function. Let f of x be the given function. Then f is said to be differentiable. F is said to be differentiable. F is said to be differentiable at x is equal to a. F is said to be differentiable at a if limit h tending to 0 of f of a minus h minus f of a by h exists. If this limit exists, limit h tending to 0 of f of a minus h minus f of a by h exists. In other words, we can say this as limit h tending to 0 of f of a minus h minus f of a by minus h. This is what we call it as left hand derivative. Left hand derivative is equal to right hand derivative. Limit h tending to 0, f of a plus h minus f of a by h exists. This one we call it as right hand derivative. If left hand derivative is equal to right hand derivative, then we say it is differentiable. It is differentiable. That is when left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Okay, left hand derivative. Instead of limit, what is the term we use here? Derivative. If left hand derivative is equal to right hand derivative, we say it is differentiable.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Why is it negative x in the denominator?
For left hand limit, what we will take is h will be, we want a number which is less than a. So we are adding negative h there. So in the place of h, we will put minus h. We want a number which is smaller than a. So from a, we want to reduce. So instead of h, what we will write is there minus h. So this is differentiability. Now, okay, this is differentiability. A function is said to be differentiable if left hand derivative is equal to right hand derivative. So write the next question. Write the next one. Show that the function, children, what we are learning, everything is very important. Okay, few of you are keeping your video off and sit. Okay, when I share the screen, you mute, your videos are off. When I come back, your videos are on. Why? Why, Sri Hari Krishna Chandran? If you are missing any 1 or 2 points also, you will not be getting the continuity. Because all these topics are interrelated. Okay, write the question. Next one, very, very important one. Prove that the function f of x is equal to, prove that the function f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 2. Prove that the function f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 2 is not differentiable. Is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. At x is equal to 2. Prove that f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 2 is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. So we have to prove it is not differentiable. That means what you have to prove? Left hand derivative at 2 is not equal to right hand derivative at 2, isn't it? We have to prove left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative. So what is the formula? Krishna Chandran, give the formula for left hand derivative. What is the formula we have learned for left hand derivative? Give the formula, Krishna Chandran.
F a minus
Louder. F.
a minus x minus f a by minus x.